Good evening, everybody. I'm Rat Salt, and thanks for joining us for the 2020 SCORE World Desert Championships Award Ceremony. We know it's been a tough year, especially here at SCORE, but tonight we're honoring our racers, our manufacturers, our teams, and the media in a very special way. To get this party started, we're going to throw it over to Chaplain for Racers for Christ, Mr. Steve Hansen, for our invocation.
Hello, everybody. Bummed we're not together to celebrate the SCORE 2020 awards, but I'm glad we're making an effort. And before we get going, I'd like to open us up in prayer. Father, we are just extremely blessed that we were able to race last year in the year of 2020, a year that will be forever remembered as a crazy times. And regardless of all that, we were able to spend time fellowshipping with friends and racing, and I pray that we can do more of that as the 2021 year comes rolling in, and that we would just continue to focus on you in all things, that we would put our hope, we would put our faith in you, not in a party, not in people, but in you, Lord. So as we take this green flag for 21, we put you the first and foremost in our lives and in our hearts. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Well, guys, I can't wait to see you in the staging lanes and on the podiums this coming year, and really looking forward to all the racing we have ahead of us, and I hope you guys are encouraged that we get to do this one more year. And we give all the glory and thanks to Jesus. Amen.
Thank you for that invocation, Steve. Now we're going to throw it over to SCORE President and CEO Jose Grijalva for his thoughts on the 2020 World Desert Championship Series.
Hello, and welcome to the 2020 SCORE World Desert Championship Award Ceremony. As if organizing world-class off-road races wasn't enough, this year we had to do different changes to our usual race logistics. After months of uncertainty, we were finally able to put on the 52nd SCORE Baja 500 and the 53rd SCORE Baja 1000, both of which will be remembered for many things, especially for some of the toughest routes ever raced.
Thank you, Jose. Now we're going to throw it over to SCORE General Manager Juan Tintos for our official welcome and some very special SCORE Achievement Awards.
As we look back at the 2020 racing season, it is important to note that between the Baja 500 and the Baja 1000, we had a total of 326 teams that came from at least 15 countries around the world and 25 states in the US. Truly, this season required an unprecedented effort. That's why we want to take this opportunity to acknowledge how much we appreciate the support that we had from different organizations and individuals. We want to thank our sponsors for all of their support during 2020. We want to thank the racing teams who had the confidence in SCORE to come down both for the Baja 500 and the 1000. We also want to thank a very special group of people. The governor of Baja California, Jaime Bonilla Valdez, who we met with several times throughout the year. The mayor of Mexicali, Marina del Pilar Avila, who helped us put on the Baja 500 in San Felipe. Mayor Armando Ayala of Ensenada, who helped us put on, along with his staff, the Baja 1000 in Ensenada in November. A racer and also a senator, Gerardo Novello, who helped us with his guidance throughout 2020. And also we want to thank Secretary of Sustainable Economy and Tourism, Mario Escobedo Cariñan, his Undersecretary of the Environment, and his Undersecretary of Tourism for all of their tremendous support. We want to give a very special thank you to the Health Secretary of Baja California, Dr. Alonso Perez Rico, who approved our biosecurity protocol that enable us to do both the Baja 500 and the 1000. And we also want to thank Dr. Aron Ureña, who actually prepared our biosecurity protocol. We couldn't have done it without it. There's a lot of organizations also who helped during these two races. The Mexicali Tourism Committee, the Ensenada Marketing Committee, the Hotel Association, and the Chamber of Restaurants, who all helped us put on both the 500 and the 1,000. But we also want to thank the ejidos and the private property owners who let us race through their lands during what were considered the most roughest race courses during our history as SCORE International. We want to thank the foreign and national media who came down to both San Felipe and Ensenada to give us very wide and very special coverage of both of our races. And finally, we want to thank our fans, those diehard fans who made it down to San Felipe and to Ensenada for both races. Again, thanks to all of you for keeping the faith.
And of course, we also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of our SCORE staff from both sides of the border. Thank you all for your effort and great support, and for helping us organize the best off-road races in the world. Now we're preparing this year's 4-race 2021 race schedule, including the SCORE San Felipe 250, the SCORE Baja 500, the SCORE Baja 400, and to close the year, the point-to-point SCORE Baja 1000. Thanks to everybody. We will see you in April at the SCORE San Felipe 250.
Once again, thanks to all of you for supporting SCORE International in 2020. We hope you enjoy our very, very special awards program. Take care, be safe, God bless, and we'll see you at the races.
Up next, we have SCORE Sales and Marketing Director Jim Ryan with some special thanks to some of our sponsors and some marketing updates.
Thank you, Rat. As Juan and Jose said earlier, welcome to our annual SCORE Awards Night, celebrating the 2020 SCORE World Desert Championship season. Needless to say, the 2020 season will go down in the history books for all of our COVID-19 operational environment that we had to work with, which included all of you, the participants, all of us at SCORE, the Baja government, and the city and tourism operations that all helped make this season a success and a reality. We also need to sincerely acknowledge the support, assistance, and sacrifices that were made by all family members, sponsors, and friends, for without their support, all your achievements for this season would not have been possible. Becoming an overall SCORE points champion, a class champion, an Off-Roadsman Award winner, or earning a coveted Rod Hall Milestone Award presented by VP Racing Fuels are all achievements in the highest degree. For SCORE to overcome the unique challenges of the 2020 season, we must recognize our fantastic partnerships that help make this season a success. BF Goodrich Tires, Monster Energy, 4 Wheel Parts, King Shocks, Ford Performance, Polaris Industries, Raceline Wheels, VP Racing Fuels, Mexico Federal Government, PCI, Satellite Phone Store, Instant Mexico Insurance, the La Serna Hotel Group.
Hey, Greg Mulkey here, Division Director, Raceline Wheels. Coming to you from my home, as we've all been working from our home a lot this year. You know, we're coming here, we have the 2020 award ceremony we're here for, and we're having to do it through the internet and through all the technology that we have nowadays. And Raceline's just been a part of SCORE for the last 3 years. We've formed some great relationships with SCORE themselves. We appreciate Roger and Elise and Jim and all the great volunteers that work at SCORE to put on these great races. And you know, the racers that come from all over the place, that some of the best in the world show up to race the Baja, toughest desert around. And it's great to be a part of such a great organization. For 3 years, Raceline has built a lot of communication through the racers, and we have a lot of good relationships and championships, and we've had great successes. 6100 Class Championship with Miss Sarah, the Class 1 Championships with the Green Army team. This year we released the forged Rhino wheel, and Senor Abdalia just beat the heck out of it. So through the whole year, even though we work from home, we still had the score races. We managed to get the 500 and the 1000. Both turned out to be epic races. History was still made, even though we all live in the time we do. It's great to look forward to the 2021 season. It's here. The races are already scheduled. Raceline being a part of SCORE for the last 4 years. We're here this time too. It's a great company. It's the only living, family-owned wheel company in the country. And so we take great pride in being part of SCORE. And we look forward to the 2021 season. And we look forward to getting back to the normalcy of going to the races and the great excitement of Contingency Row, as there always is at SCORE. Raceline Wheels is committed to SCORE. And when you get a chance, go to racelinewheels.com. Check out the new forged Rhino. Check out all the products that Raceline has to provide. We build a wide array, from trucks and SUVs to the trailers to your sons and daughters' college cars. Is all available through Raceline. Our racing program stretches the whole country and many other countries in the globe. So let's look forward to a great and happy year. Thanks to SCORE and all the volunteers. We really appreciate the racers and the race teams. You guys are the best there is in the business. Raceline will be there. We look forward to seeing you guys at the next green flag. Thank you.
Hi, this is Scott Weatherman Steinberger. Congratulations on being at the SCORE 2020 Awards. You guys obviously did a good job in this short, crazy COVID year. Even though it was short, the Baja 1000 was a very tough race. And I'd like to think that PCI Race Radios and the Weatherman was a big part of helping you get to that finish line. Appreciate all of you who support the Weatherman and support PCI Race Radios. We work hard to be at the events to take care of you, and very, very much appreciative of all your support. You guys take a drink. Cheers to everybody. And I'd also like to thank my counterpart, WeatherMex, who brings it to you in Spanish at the races and also gets our antennas higher and higher every year to get us better and better coverage of these events. Thank you, and Viva SCORE International, Viva Baja, Viva Weatherman. Miss you, Dad. Relay clear.
Hi everyone, Mike Emerson, VP Racing Fuels. Well, we made it through the 2020 season. We'd like to thank SCORE for pushing through and being able to get 2 races pulled off in the 2020 season during some of the toughest times we've ever seen here in the US as well as Mexico. VP would like to thank all of our racers, our engine builders, and also a special congratulations to Luke McMillan and the entire McMillan Racing team on an amazing season. As we look forward to 2021, we'd like to let everyone know we've partnered with BF Goodrich and BF Goodrich Pit Support Services again this year to support them. As you plan for the Baja 1000 being a point-to-point race this year, VP has 7 branded stations starting in Guerrero Negro heading south. So be sure to stop in, fill up your car, your ice chest, and we're going to offer pickup and drop-offs for your race fuel during that race. Thank you again from VP Racing Fuels.
Regarding the SCORE marketing assets for 2020 season, we continue to grow and expand market share and exposure for the SCORE World Desert Championship Series, sponsors, and for all the participating teams for the 2020 season. As expected, all SCORE media assets peaked around the Baja 1000. In fact, SCORE social media and live stream channels actually increased over the 2019 effort, regardless of the COVID-19 impact. Additional marketing highlights include the October SCORE Journal preview issue for the Baja 1000, which generated 1.9 million unique viewer readers for that 30-day time period, along with the Spanish edition that reached over 484,000 unique readers. The ScoreInternational.com website for race week only reached over 2 million unique reader viewers. This is fueled by the SCORE race coverage, live streaming, the Weatherman feed, and live tracking. For SCORE social media, on race days only for the Baja 1000, for Facebook, we generated over 537,000 views. For the SCORE app, during race week, we generated over 126,000 downloads, which was a record, with a total number of sessions over 431,000. As we look at the 2021 season, SCORE will continue to grow the SCORE World Desert Championship Series, which will include the 34th San Felipe 250, the 53rd SCORE Baja 500, the second annual SCORE Baja 400, and the 54th SCORE Baja 1000 Peninsula Run. This will include new sponsor integrations for the SCORE San Felipe 250 with BF Goodrich Tires as the title sponsor and Ford Performance as the presenting sponsor. VP Racing Fuels will be supporting the SCORE Baja 400 as a presenting sponsor. And BF Goodrich and Four Wheel Parts will once again be the title and presenting sponsors of the SCORE Baja 500 and the SCORE Baja 1000 for the 2021 season. Additional exposure programs for the 2021 season will be the return of our television package with ESPN that will be airing on the World of X Games program on primetime weekend time slots.
Thank you, Jim. Now it's time to present some awards. We're going to kick it off with our Off-Roadsman Awards. These are based on voting on our website, and we're going to start it off with the Mechanic of the Year. And our finalists are Jeff Smith, Parkhouse Motorsports; Daniel Curry, Monster Energy Can-Am Racing; Rogelio Pereira, McMillan Racing; Antonio Monzo, Monkey Business Racing; Bobby Young, Slam Life Racing Honda. And the winner is Rogelio Pereira, McMillan Racing.
SCORE Mechanic of the Year. Wow. Well, this was something completely unexpected to me. I would think every once in a while, man, how amazing would this be to receive this award? And shoot, I was just happy my name had even got nominated for it, let alone sit here and accept this award today. So thank you. I'm super happy. Although this truly is a team effort, and it takes everyone on the team to do their job with hard work, pride, and dedication to get to where we are and how successful we are. I'm more than stoked to be here and be able to represent this team for this award. I want to thank Mark, Luke, and Dan for giving me the opportunity to even be here and achieve all the successes I've achieved personally and with the team. So thank you guys for the opportunities. I also want to thank my teammates, because without them, I'm pretty sure I would not be here accepting this. So thank you to Chris Olimon, Max Tromenhoek, Chris Cortez, Stuart Farley, Jason Ledesma, Juan Flores, Neto Figueroa. Thank you guys for doing an amazing job. Wouldn't be here without you guys. I also want to thank two of pretty important people to me. These two guys took me under the wings years ago, and I would not be here today or what I am in this industry without them. So big thank you to Mark Cowan, and big thank you to Keith Mila de la Roca. So huge thank you to both of you. I also want to thank my wife and family for all this love and support, and to all my friends and fans for all your support and all your votes. So huge thank you to everybody, and I am super stoked to be Mechanic of the Year. Thank you.
This next award is for the companies that really support our racers. It's the 2020 SCORE Contingency Award of the Year, and your finalists are Baja Designs, BF Goodrich Tires, Raceline Wheels, and Weddle Industries. And the winner is BF Goodrich Tires.
Hello everybody. Welcome to the SCORE Online Awards Ceremony. This is Peter Calhoun from BF Goodrich. On behalf of the entire team at BF Goodrich Tires, thank you for your ongoing support and advocacy of BF Goodrich Tires. 2020 has certainly been the season and the year none of us expected when the clock struck midnight 12 months ago. But through the resiliency of our partners at SCORE, you, the racers, and the other partners, we've been able to pull off an abbreviated season. We cannot thank you enough from the bottom of our heart for your loyalty and continued support of all our desert racing programs. BF Goodrich is proud to again have won the Pit Support of the Year and Contingency Company of the Year awards, and that recognition means the most to us, that you, our racers, our friends, our customers, recognize the importance of all we put into the sport. Congratulations to all the season's winners, and we can all look forward to a great 2021 season. Thank you.
Our next award is for the men and women that go out to the races and cover it so greatly. Our next award is the SCORE Journalist of the Year Award. And our finalists are Daniel Atuna, La Chronicle Frontera; Ray Ibe, CBC Radio; Gabriel Garcia, SCORE Social Media; Mike Inglesby, Freelance; and Dan Sanchez, SCORE Journal. And your winner is Dan Sanchez, the SCORE Journal.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for this amazing award. I'm always humbled to receive it, but I'm also honored to be able to tell your stories and share those with the entire off-road racing community. Obviously, this year's been difficult, and I could not have done this without the help of my staff, Larry Saavedra, Mike Vieira, Stuart Burdone. Also our digital team that we partner with, Todd Horn and Ashley Horn. They do an amazing job to help get SCORE Journal out. But obviously we want to thank SCORE International for allowing us to be able to keep doing this. We're in our 6th year. Roger and Elise Norman, thank you for everything you've done. Jim Ryan, thank you for believing in us and allowing us to keep doing this. It's an amazing effort to put a lot of these stories together. But there's a lot of amazing people in SCORE International who race, and there were a lot of amazing stories this year. But we're still looking forward to 2021, and hopefully we'll be able to tell more of your stories then too, and I'm sure there's going to be quite a few of them. So thank you very much.
This next award is for the warriors that go out on course and catch all the action behind the lens. This is the 2020 SCORE Photographer of the Year Award, and our finalists are Ernesto Ariza, OffRoadRacer.com; Brian Binkert, Bink Designs; Art Eugenio, Get Some Photo; Alex Ponce, My Baja Photo. And your winner is Art Eugenio, Get Some Photo.
Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it. We always try to do our best when we go out there, and we really appreciate the votes and letting us know that we did a good job. We'd like to also thank everybody at SCORE and the staff and everybody there who did an amazing job putting on the 2 events we had last year. It's a hard thing to put on a race, and especially with all the new restrictions we've had this last year. Great job. And also to the people of Baja, thank you for letting us come and race in your country, for letting us come and be a part of your culture and part of your family. It's truly our favorite place to be. To our clients and to the racers and publications we shoot for, thank you very much. Without you guys, we don't have jobs. So thank you. And also, I'd like to thank everybody and my crew. Just like the racers, you can't do it by yourself. You have to have a solid crew behind you and a solid plan. And, it takes a special kind of person to go out and shoot for 48 hours straight in the middle of nowhere by themselves. And we have a solid group of guys that do that. So thank you very much to Jay Cruz, Daniel Seeks, Michael Sobranis, Joe and Joseph Stokes, our new guys, Ed and Jack. They've come a long way. And last but not least, Dick Gray. He's my second in command, and he helps from everything from logistics planning to wrenching on the Broncos when we break them when we're out scouting. And he's one hell of a shot. So thank you, Dick. We really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Up next are the people that go out on course and catch the action to the next level. This is the SCORE Videographer of the Year Award, and your finalists are Bud Brutzman, BCI ITV, Esteban Flores, Cactus Films, Justin Clayson, Menzies Motorsports, Caleb Norman, McMillan Racing, and Juan Flores, Baja Films. And your winner is Caleb Norman, McMillan Racing.
I'm completely honored to win SCORE Videographer of the Year. It was humbling just to be nominated in the first place. I can't thank the McMillans enough. Mark, Luke, Dan, thank you all for putting up with me, and I can't thank the team enough over at McMillan Racing for putting up with me throwing a camera in their face and telling me how their day's going while they got a ton of other work to get done. Special thanks to Joey at 4Wheel Parts for helping me get my first big break as I started my own thing and kind of linking me in with McMillans in the first place. And it's been a wild roller coaster. I'm so stoked for the team overall this year for just winning everything they seem to enter in. So congrats to Dan, Luke, and Chris, and of course Roger for also winning some awards this year and some pretty big races. So let's do it all again next year. Cheers to 2021, everyone.
Now it's time to recognize our racers and some of their great performances on the 2020 World Desert Championship Series. Our first class up is a Sportsman Quad Division. In third place at Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, number 100A, riding a Honda TRX 450R, Giovanni Marquez. In second place at Herbert, California, riding that 112A Honda TRX 450R, Daniel Gayton.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Daniel Gaitán del equipo 112A Chavorrucos Racing Team. Correr en SCORE ha sido una experiencia increíble para nuestro equipo. Primero empezamos la aventura participando en la Baja 500 que se llevó a cabo en San Felipe, Baja California. Fue una carrera muy exigente porque correr en terreno de San Felipe es muy desgastante. Gracias a Dios logramos terminar en tercer lugar y así empezar a competir por el campeonato en SCORE 2020. Después tomamos la decisión de participar en la Ensenada Baja 1000. Fuimos el primer quad en terminar la carrera y así llevarnos el overall en quads. Desafortunadamente cometimos un error que nos costó una penalización y así posicionarnos en segundo lugar categoría ATV Sportman. Quiero agradecer en primero a mi familia que siempre me apoya, a mi esposa y a mis hijos. Quiero agradecer a los corredores que aceptaron el reto de correr en mi equipo, a Alex Camacho, Piwi, Carlos López, Dan Killer, Gilberto Pérez, Filemón, José Antonio Enríquez, Pistacho, Eri Bareño, Dani Magdaleno, Eric Farías. Gracias, muchachos. Un agradecimiento especial a nuestros patrocinadores, Kennedy Market, patrocinador oficial. Gracias, Charlie. FR Motorsports, Restaurante Baja Meat, Central Tires, FR ATV Rentals, PM Iron. Gracias a todos y nos vemos en la Baja 250.
And your champion of the Sportsman Quad Division, in first place at a Mexicali, Mexico, winning the Baja 500 and the 1000 this year, number 106A, Emmanuel Gomez F. Up next, the Sportsman Motor Division, in third place at a Steamboat Springs, Colorado, riding the 201X Yamaha YZ450F, Scott Borden.
Hey, this is Scott from the 201X team, the Cactus Warriors, and on behalf of the whole team, accept this award. And I'd really like to thank two groups. One was the racers that actually showed up to race, and it was a more difficult year. Definitely some different concerns that normally aren't there, but a large group did show up, and it was a great time. And then SCORE International for putting the races on, another group that could have easily stayed home, and nobody would have faulted you for that, but instead you put together a safe and great season. So for the Cactus Warriors 201X, thanks.
In second place, out of Tijuana, Mexico, number 203X, riding a Honda CRF 450X, Giovanni Aviles. And your winner in the Sportsman Motor Division out of Mexicali, Mexico, number 200X on his Honda CRF 450X, winning both races, Carlos Silva. Our next awards up are our SCORE Manufacturer of the Year champions. These are based on point finishes and their respective manufacturers put on their original registration. And up first are our original buggy manufacturers. The winner is Jimco Racing.
Hello everyone, I want to take a moment to thank SCORE for Jimco's 25th Chassis Builder of the Year award. We couldn't have done it without the hard work of our crew here, but also without our great customers who continue to run Jimco products. I want to thank Parkos Motorsports, Wilson Motorsports, Mario Fuentes, the Davis boys. This all helped put Jimco over the top this last year in the SCORE series, and we're extremely proud to be a part of their racing program.
And the SCORE Original Truck Chassis Manufacturer of the Year is Geyser Brothers. The 2020 SCORE Engine Builder of the Year is Croyer Racing Engines.
Hey everyone, Kevin Croyer here at Croyer Racing Engines. It's an honor to accept the 2020 SCORE International Engine Builder of the Year trophy. On behalf of my team, all of my guys at Croyer Racing Engines, we greatly appreciate this award. Thank you to SCORE International. Thank you to Roger and Elise Norman. Thank you to Jose G for the tough courses you lay out. To our teams that we get to work with, Brian and Cody Parkhouse, Parkhouse Motorsports. What an incredible season, winning Class 1 in both the Baja 500 and the Baja 1000. Mark McMillan Racing. Luke, Dan, congratulations on an awesome season. Luke, on your Baja 1000 win and Trophy Truck Championship. Looking forward to things to come. What an incredible year. Thank you so much again.
SCORE Original UTV Manufacturer of the Year, Polaris Industries Off-Road.
Hey, this is Brett Carpenter from Polaris, representing Team Razor, the 2020 SCORE World Desert Championship. First and foremost, on behalf of Polaris and our entire team, we want to thank SCORE. An extremely challenging and ever-changing environment, just the craziest year we've probably ever had. Schedule challenges and the crisis that everybody was facing in 2020. SCORE was able to put on two incredible events, the two biggest races of the year, and in making the safety and health of the racers, SCORE employees and race officials, volunteers, citizens of Ensenada and Baja for that matter, and the sponsors, their number one priority. We can't thank you enough for everything that you were able to accomplish this year and put on for the off-road racing community. Next, I'd like to say congratulations to all the racers, and specifically all of Team Razor for all of your accomplishments this year. Our podium finishers, Wayne Matlock, Randy Emberton, Tori Rush, Scott Bergen, Caden Wells, Adrian Oriana, long list of Team Razor really representing and accomplishing a lot this year. Our class winners on the season, Mike Leslie and team at the Baja 500 in the Unlimited class, Mike Caffro, Stock UTV, just an incredible race. Kristen Matlock on an absolutely massive overall win from the NA class at the 500. Congratulations to you guys. And of course, Wes Miller for an overall win at the Baja 1000. Just an absolute epic fight to the finish. We just want to send the biggest congratulations to all of our racers and all the racers that participated on the season. And to the staff, volunteers, contingency partners, team members, SCORE officials, media partners, the list goes on. You guys really, go above and beyond to make these things happen. We can't thank you all enough for providing us with some incredible racing. Baja is obviously a massive part of what we do, and we wouldn't be able to accomplish our goals, both from a performance standpoint, our marketing efforts, and our sheer love for Baja without all of you. And so we appreciate everything that you guys did this year and continue to do. We're looking forward to another great season and look forward to April when we get to start all over and do it all over again. So thank you to everybody. Polaris extremely grateful and thankful to be a part of the series and look forward to a lot of good races to come. Thank you.
The SCORE Motorcycle Manufacturer of the Year is KTM North America. Now it's time for our Pro Motorcycle and Pro Quad champions. We're going to kick it off with our Pro Moto 50 class. These are riders 50 years of age and older. In second place out of El Cajon, California, riding the number 500X Yamaha YZ450X, Giovanni Spinelli. And your champion in the Pro Moto 50 division, in first place, number 522X, riding that Honda CRF 450X with 2 wins this year, Vance Kennedy. In the Pro Moto 30 division, out of Ensenada, Mexico, number 370X, riding the Honda CRF 450 with 2 wins and the overall championship, Francisco Septien. Moving into our Pro Quad division, and your winner in the Pro Quad division out of Tijuana, Mexico, 1A on that Honda TRX 450R, Adolfo Ariano. Now to the toughest guys that ride bikes, our Pro Moto Ironman division, and our champion is all the way from Bolivia, won the 500 and the Baja 1000, Juan Carlos Salvatierra. Pro Moto Limited, your winner hails from Ensenada, Mexico, number 180X, riding a Yamaha YZ250X, won both races, Fernando Beltran.
¿Qué tal? Saludos a todos. Soy Fernando Beltrán del equipo Óptica Ensenada Sunglass Spot. Participamos en SCORE International con el número 180X en la clase 21, que es Moto Pro Limited.
SCORE hizo unas pistas muy técnicas y demandantes, tanto como la 500 y la 1000. Esperemos ahora con la contingencia de COVID en este año 2021 que sigan las competencias duras y fuertes.
A pesar de la situación de que todos conocemos, SCORE sacó su serial con todas las medidas de seguridad y protocolo, en el cual este año quedamos campeones.
Por lo tanto, esta temporada 2021 estaremos corriendo SCORE International defendiendo el plato de la 100X.
Quiero agradecer a Óptica Ensenada, Sunglass Spot y a Fernando Beltrán
por todo el apoyo y confianza que nos brindaron esta temporada 2020.
Quiero dar las gracias a Fernando por darnos la oportunidad de correr, a mí y a mis compañeros que hicimos un buen trabajo. Quisiera agradecer a SCORE también por un campeonato corto, pero muy bien, a pesar de los contratiempos que tenemos con toda esta situación que estamos viviendo.
Quiero agradecer a todo el equipo conformado de Pete, Chase y mecánicos, que gracias a ellos podemos lograr un campeonato más.
And now the fastest guys on 2 wheels, Pro Moto Unlimited, in second place out of Mexico City, riding the 66X KTM 450 EXCF, Santiago Krill. And your champion in the Pro Moto Unlimited division, riding the number 1X Honda CRF 450X with 2 wins, Mark Samuels. Let's jump into a very important award. This is the SCORE Rod Hall Milestone Awards, brought to you by VP Racing Fuels. This award is based on the drivers and riders that have finished every single mile of this year's series, and we're an official of finish here. And right now we're going to have a few words from Mike Emerson at VP Racing Fuels, the sponsor of our Rod Hall Milestone Awards.
VP Racing Fuels is honored to be the sponsor of the Rod Hall Score Milestone Award. This award is a prestigious award and is very tough to get. Congratulations to all 43 teams that received this award this year. VP would like to thank SCORE and the Hall family.
After 1,291.4 dusty, crusty, challenging, grueling, and unforgiving SCORE Baja Desert Racing miles of this pandemic-abbreviated two-race 2020 SCORE World Desert Championship to earn the coveted 2020 Rod Hall SCORE Milestone Awards presented by VP Racing Fuels, there were 43 SCORE racers competing in 20 different classes that earned this prestigious honor by completing every required mile as official finishers in the world's foremost desert racing series. And here they are. Back to some SCORE Off-Roadman Awards winners. Our first one is the Team Manager of the Year Award. And your finalists are Chris Oleman, McMillan Racing; Kristen Matlock, Matlock Racing; Rick Geiser, RPM Racing; Santiago Creel, Monkey Business Racing; and Don Woods, Monster Energy Can-Am Racing. And your winner is Chris Oleman, McMillan Racing.
Hey everyone, I want to say how honored I am for being nominated and winning the SCORE Team Manager of the Year. I want to thank my wife for all of her support throughout the racing year. I want to thank my family for their support throughout the racing year. I want to thank the whole McMillan family, Mark, Dan, and Luke, for having the trust in me to run their shop. I want to thank all the people I work with at the race shop. From Karen, Crisco, Max, Stuart, Roger, Juan, Jason, Neto, Leland. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to prep those trucks and have such a successful year as we did this past racing season. Again, the volunteers too. They were a huge part of our team this year. Without them, there's no way we would have had such a successful year and winning the 2 SCORE races like we did this past year. Also, I want to thank all my friends, family, and everyone who voted for me. Thank you.
Up next, we have the SCORE Pit Support Team of the Year. And your finalists are Baja Pits, BF Goodrich Tires, Checkers Off-Road, Mag 7. And your winner is BF Goodrich Tires. And our last Off-Roadsman Award is something a little special. It's new guys coming out to the desert, or at least new to Baja. This is the 2020 Rookie of the Year Award. And your finalists are Pierce Herbst, Trophy Truck Spec; Elliott Watson, Pro UTV Unlimited; Juan Carlos Salvatierra, Pro Ironman; Randy Emerton, Pro Stock UTV; Trey Hernquist, Class 5. And your winner is Team Honda driver Elliott Watson in the Pro UTV Unlimited division.
Hey guys, it's Elliott Watson. I'm super excited to officially announce that I am the 2020 SCORE International Rookie of the Year. This is huge for me just because of how competitive everybody was in their respective classes this year, especially going with some second generation racers like Pierce Herbst and Trey Hernquist. It's pretty funny, I always hear stories from my dad, Tom Watson, and Bill Hernquist about them, how they used to race and beat each other, but it seems like from their own perspectives and their own side of the stories, someone else always manages to win a certain race or whatnot, and they were always, one was better than the other. It just depends on who you're talking to, but it's really cool to be able to be nominated for this, and there's such a good group of guys my age coming up through the ranks of the sport right now, and it's fun just to be able to go, be able to get along off the track, but then when we're out racing, we all throw our helmets on and go try and win whatever we can, and there's such a good group of guys, and to be able to come out with the Rookie of the Year award with so many good names is just a super huge honor for me. And I'd like to really thank everybody who supported me for the last couple of months after a super successful year short course racing, the Baja 1000 win, somehow managing to get the Dirt Sports Driver of the Year award to now winning the SCORE Rookie of the Year. It means so much, and especially for this one, it's my first real year desert racing. It took so much for me to learn how to mature into driving. From short course racing, we were pushing so hard for 16 laps to now making car last for over 1,000 miles. It's tough, you know, it's a lot. It sounds a lot easier than it really is for someone as young as we are, and you know, it really means a lot to be able to transition into this, and especially for everybody who made the votes, who voted to make this happen. I really appreciate the support, and you know, hope to see you all soon. Thank you, guys.
So I'm starting, I'm going down to mile marker 300, then I'm handing the car off to Stephen Eugenio. He's going to go and hand the car off to Bud Ward. Bud Ward's going to run the San Felipe section and hand the car back to me at mile marker 820 so I can take it to the finish.
Here at the start of the 2020 Baja 1000. Started in the back, starting 119th, I believe, off the line, and it's going to be a really dusty race, really slow, really technical, but should be a lot of fun once we get to the coast.
Long ways to go. We're gonna have some fun. Chase 4, go ahead.
Yeah, can you guys please go back to Zoo Morelia Road? We need to put brake pads on the 93 car.
Yeah, 10-4, I'm en route.
I've done the Baja 1000 and Baja on the wind, so I'm super stoked on the calendar and awesome all day. And SCORE Desert World Championship for that MotoGP class, so couldn't be more stoked. Now we're done.
Now we're going to jump into our racer awards again. These will be our four-wheel Pro Points champions. We're going to kick this off with Class 11, hands down the roughest way around any Baja course. Your 2020 Class 11 champion out of Mexicali, Mexico, number 1108, in that stock VW Sedan, Luis F. Garcia.
Hello, my name is Luis Fernando Garcia, and I'm here with my brother Luis Francisco Garcia, and along with Omar Beltran and Ramses Garcia Mesa, we are Crazy Fools Motorsports. We would like to thank SCORE for putting this championship together under these circumstances. It gave us an outlet to go out and rage and have some fun. The 2020 season was dedicated to the mothers of two of our teammates that recently passed away, Blanca Torres Risk and Reina Mesa Alvarez. May you continue to rest in peace. We accept this championship on behalf of our families, my wife Nancy Salcedo, my kids, my brother's wife Melissa Garcia and his kids, that are always supporting us, always out there with us. Our chase crews and our friends. Without them, none of these would be possible. Thank you so much. Without you guys, none of this would have happened. Thank you guys for being out there for 24, 26 hours. We really appreciate it. And also the Class 11 fans that are out there in the middle of the night, we do see you. Keep us motivated. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We also want to thank our feature sponsors, Benco, BW, Trans Axles, Battle Born Off-Road out of Las Vegas, Borrego Race Engines, BF Goodrich, Border Town Sales and Services, Pepinos Racing, Baja Drinking Team, thank you guys, El Taco Taco, Baja Concepts, PPR, Racing Nets, Da Durans, Petromar, Espinosa Racing, Port Crew, our official chase crew, Art Chong, 805 Beer, thank you bro, Tan Boys, Taller Tejon. Thank you very much guys, we'll see you next season 2021.
Now into Class 7SX. Your champion and winner in this class out of San Juan Capistrano, driving the number 742 Ford Ranger with one win, Brant Anderson.
Hello everyone. For the vast majority of you who have absolutely no idea who I am, my name is Brant Anderson, and I am the 2020 SCORE International Class 7 SX champion. I am beyond honored to be here. My first SCORE race was back in 2006 on a motorcycle, and after dozens of attempts, we finally got a class win this year at the Baja 500. And then at the Baja 1000, we barely made it past Ojos, but earning this championship has been something that I've been striving for a very long time. So I'm very happy to be here. First and foremost, thank you to my sponsor, Atlas 46. They make incredible gear bags. We use them in the truck while we're racing, and I use them for many other things outside of racing. They're truly well designed and very, very high quality. So that's my sponsor. I couldn't have done it also without my teammates, obviously, so I want to thank 7SX legend John Holmes. I really, truly would not be here without him. And Mark Landersman, who built and prepped the truck. He's another legend who I used to argue with at start lines about the legality of spindles. But now we're best buds. I want to thank another legend, and yes, I'm overusing that word, but it's accurate, and that's James Masters of Armed Bandit Media. You've all seen his work and probably don't know it, but his film work in action sports is absolutely impeccable. He didn't do any filming for us because we can't afford him, but he was there racing with us, and again, couldn't have done it without him. I want to thank Brian Newberry for being my co-driver through 350 miles of that just disgusting, absolutely miserable Baja 500, as well as the first 35 miles of the Baja 1000. That was a lot more fun, and we were definitely winning on corrected time when we lost the transmission just after Ojos Negros. I also want to thank Serge and Colin Newberry for driving all the way from Washington State so they could chase us in that very, very short-lived Baja 1000 effort. I can't possibly not thank Mike Horner, my mentor, who taught me everything I know about racing stock mini trucks. He didn't race with us, but without him, again, I wouldn't be here. Thanks to my brother Scott Anderson, who didn't get to race with us this year, but he has been my racing partner since that first race in 2006, and is another person without whom I wouldn't be here. Thank you to my parents, John and Leanne Anderson, for taking our family, our very large family, to San Felipe back in 1985, and taking us back again and again, and giving us this addiction that we have to Mexico. Thank you to my wife, Lori, who for absolutely no good reason whatsoever lets me leave our family for several weeks a year to race in Mexico. Thank you to SCORE, who put on these races in the most difficult of circumstances. I'm sure you all agree that these were the easiest races to register for in the history of SCORE, and I wish all of the races in the future could continue like this after COVID, but obviously I understand why they cannot. Last but not least, thank you to the incredible people of Baja California. I'd rather spend time with you than with any other people on the planet.
In Class 7F, in second place, with one win out of San Marcos, California, Doug Seward. And your champion in Class 7F out of Encinitas, California, driving another Ford Ranger with one win, his first win in the Baja 1000, Justin Park.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bilstein 714F racing team. We're down here in San Diego, California, celebrating our Baja 1000 win and also our 2020 season championship. Got to give a huge shout out to all of our teammates, family members, and our sponsors that help get this season going and help bring it all together. We're really looking forward to coming down in 2021 and continuing our championship and holding the title. And we look forward to some more competition next year and some awesome racing down in Baja, Mexico, with all our families and friends in beautiful weather and awesome food. Can't wait to see you guys down there. Definitely see you in 2021. Huge shout out to everybody at SCORE, all the photo guys and everyone out there. Awesome job. Can't wait to get out there and put down some action in 2021.
Not sure if you can hear me, but good luck, Justin. Go do work, buddy.
Hey, it's time to check out some awesome footage. Huge thanks to our sponsors, Bilstein, Camberg Racing, Yukon Gear and Axle, General Tire, Sign Art Graphics, Catalyst A Better Life, Jazz Products, Method Race Wheels, Off-Road Warehouse, Hal Performance, K1 Race Gear, Baja Designs Official, PRP Seats, Ford Performance, Fiberworks, Rugged Radios, Oceanside Driveline, Mob Armor, Left Coast Brew Co., Filter Wares, and Maxima Racing Oils. Huge thanks. See you in 2021.
Yeah, champion! 2020! Class 7F. Wow. Epic adventure. Team USA in Baja, Mexico. Got it going. Woo!
Class 5 1600, your winner out of Mexicali, Mexico. Driving that 1600cc number 553 Baja Bug, Cesar Ingüez.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Soy Omar Íñiguez del equipo Chapos Racing. Estuvimos participando en el pasado campeonato de Score International en la clase 5600 con el número 553. Del lado izquierdo se encuentra Miguel Estrada, copiloto oficial del equipo, y del lado derecho Rubén OG, patrocinador oficial del equipo Chapos Racing. Estamos muy contentos en haber participado en esta Baja 500 y Baja 1000, que fue el campeonato 2020, nuestro clase 5600. Muy agradecido con Emilio Salcido, el cual siempre con su excelente preparación ha salido adelante nuestro carro, llegando a la meta en los mejores lugares y sin contratiempos. Y no me queda más que agradecer a todo mi equipo que siempre estuvo conmigo acompañándonos en las dos carreras, que sin ellos no fuera posible, mis patrocinadores, pilotos, copilotos, que son Manuel Yaroslao, Fernando Flores, Miguel Estrada, Víctor Íñiguez, siempre estuvieron con nosotros para hacer una excelente presentación. Y no me queda más que agradecer a todos nuestros patrocinadores que estuvieron apoyándonos en todo momento para que este serial concluyera de la mejor manera, como es Materiales y Molduras, Kills Industrial, Grupo Industrial Franja, Desmanteladora Go Kart, Puck Factory y My New Body Doctors, que se encuentra aquí presente con nosotros.
Así es, amigos, pueden buscar en Instagram My New Body Doctors, cirugía plástica y cirugía para bajar de peso. For those that are watching, you can check us out on Instagram, My New Body Doctors, for plastic surgery and weight loss surgery.
And up next, we have the Baja Challenge class, the Arrive and Drive class of Baja. You can check them out at wideopenbaja.com. In first place, out of San Diego, California, driving that BC4 all season long. He won the Baja 500 and the Baja 1000, Edward Muncie.
Hello, my name's Edward Muncie. I'm the driver of record for BC4 in the Baja Challenge class, driving a wide open car. First, I'd like to say this championship was earned by a whole bunch of great people. I'd like to start off by thanking the Wide Open team, the employees of Wide Open based in Cabo San Lucas and also in Ensenada. They really do put together the best Arrive and Drive race program there is. And a special shout out to Miguel Sandoval of Wide Open and his team, who helped provide support and chased us during the Baja 500 and the 1000. You guys really delivered us a race car, a great race car. And you guys worked really hard, but also you guys made it easy for us. So thank you so much for all your support. We really love you guys. We also like to thank BF Goodrich and Raceline Wheels. This package of wheels and tires you put on these wide open cars gave us so much confidence to race up and down Baja. We really loved it, really enjoyed it. So hats off to you guys. I'd also like to thank our drivers at each of the races. The Baja 500, we actually had Eddie Abraham and Jason Abraham, Todd Hodnett, all of them out of Texas, Joe Duryea out of San Diego, my brother Roger Norman out of Reno, Nevada. And then for the Baja 1000, we had Bruce Hindle and Andy Deal of VP Racing Fuels. We had Damian Clapper of Lead Nav. We had my Joe Duryea out of San Diego and Robert Tinder out of Phoenix. Each of them brought special skills. They all come from very diverse backgrounds, and we're so thankful for that because it really made for a perfect recipe of a great race for all of us, and we're so stoked that we could make it to the finish line. So congratulations to all of you. I also like to give a special shout out to Tony Gomez. He is our angel in the chase truck, always anticipating, always looking out for us. He really does strive to make it for the perfect experience in pre-running and also racing. Tony, we are super stoked that you're on our team. And of course, my brother Roger Norman, who puts together this team made up of his friends and family with the goal in mind of simply to get it to the finish line and for that photo together with all of us. We're so stoked to be doing this. Thank you, Roger. I love you, brother. Thank you for doing this. And also, lastly, with the SCORE International team, the employees and volunteers across Baja, you guys do an impeccable job of putting on really safe races, but also an absolute blast. Thank you for such a great 2020. We're really looking for 2021 and really looking to the full season. You guys are incredible.
Now we're on to Class 3. In first place at Coppell, Texas, number 313, driving that brand new Jeep Wrangler YZ, David Orzelek.
We are so honored to be named the Class 3 2020 World Desert Racing Champions. We wouldn't be celebrating with you today without the support from Eric and the entire SCORE Tech team, who helped host some of the most challenging races in the world. Without our amazing sponsors and our family supporting us, we wouldn't be able to live our dreams and compete at this level. We want to say a special thank you to Lori Bennett and Randy Wilson from Driveline Retail Merchandising, from Craig, and Maria at Tryon Solutions. We need to say a special thank you to Winolo and their CEO, Young Kim, who helped as part of our drive team in the Baja 1000. We also want to bring on board BDS, Fox, JKS Manufacturing, who helped us rebuild our entire suspension system and turn our 1989 Jeep Wrangler into an off-road beast. Lastly, we need to thank Hayes and Career Builder for making sure we had enough gas to actually get through these races.
Although the race season looked a little different this year, the support from its community and its fans hasn't changed at all. We've made incredible memories this year at the Baja 1000 and the Baja 500. We'd like to thank SCORE International. We'd also like to thank our sponsors for making it all possible, and we can't wait to get out again in the 2021 season. And thank Dave Orzelek for driving the car, and thank me for navigating. We'll see you next time.
In Class 5, winning the Baja 500 on his 21st birthday, he's out of Encinitas, California, number 501 with that custom Chevy power plant, Trey Hernquist.
What's up, guys? My name is Trey Hernquist, and I'm the 2020 Class 5 SCORE World Desert Champion. This year's just been insane, to say the least, and I want to start off by thanking SCORE for their continued efforts of getting us out into the desert year after year, but especially this year. In the beginning, no one even knew if we were going to be racing or competing for a championship, so thank you, guys. It's been a dream of mine to win a SCORE championship since the first time my dad brought me to a race, and it wouldn't have ever been possible without all the support from our family, friends, and all the great companies that stand behind us, just like General Tire, Fox, Schaefer's Oil, Salty Crew, Method Race Wheels, Baja Designs Lights, and everyone else. Thank you so much. Can't wait for the 2021 season. Let's get it started already.
Class 1400 Sportsman Unlimited Truck. This was her first year as driver record. She's out of Sun Valley, Idaho, number 1414, Jeslyn Sells.
Hi everyone, Jeslyn Sells with Wrecked Racing 1414 Sportsman Unlimited Truck. We are here at the Chenin Legacy Lodge. Len was so gracious to give us a tour. Take a look around. Thought it would be a wonderful place to accept the championship award for 2020 Sportsman Unlimited Truck. Thank you, SCORE International, so much for the honor, and thank you, Jose G, for making the race happen this year. I know it was a tough year with 2020 and everything going on, so much appreciated. Thank your entire staff for us. Also would like to thank Wrecked Racing, Steve Sells, my wonderful husband, who made all this all possible for me. Enrique Munoz, who is our crew chief out of Ensenada. I see you, yes. Still love that line to the day I die. DVR, Desert Vets Racing, who was gracious enough to be our chase and support for this season. Thank you all so much for all you do and all you've done for our country. Out of Prescott, Arizona is Aero Fire, and love all of you guys. You guys were a big help as well. Also would like to thank our sponsors that make the racing possible in the truck. Rick and Jeff Geiser, thank you for prepping the race truck. To Method Race Wheels, BFG Tires, and King Shops. Couldn't do any of it without you. You guys are the best. and AZ Wire Pro and SDHQ for providing all of the stuff that we need in great communication. Again, this is not possible without the wonderful people of Baja, so thank you guys so much for allowing us into your country and for cheering us on and being such big supporters of us all.
Now into one of the largest growing classes. We're going to kick it off with the Pro UTV Unlimited division. In third place at a Rio Rancho, number 1851, driving the Can-Am XRS X3, Herman Johnson. In second place, he's out of Wildemar, California, number 1869, driving a Polaris RZR XP Turbo with one win, Mike Leslie. And your champion in the Pro UTV Unlimited division, number 1893 in that Honda Talent, won the Baja 1000 out of El Centro, California, Elliott Watson.
What's up, guys? It's Elliott Watson. I'm super stoked to have been able to lock up the 2020 Unlimited UTV SCORE Desert World Championship. It really was an honor to compete in any of these events that SCORE held, despite everything that was going on in the world, let alone bring home a championship. I'd like to start off with taking you back to my first trip down to Baja. It was November 2004, and my dad was getting ready to race for his first championship in a SCORE Light class. Despite racing for a championship, plus all the moving parts that go into any Baja 1000, he decided to throw another variable to the mix by bringing his 4-year-old son along with him to experience Baja for the first time. Ever since then, it's been a dream of mine to compete in any Baja race and even try to win the Baja 1000. This year, the Proctor Racing Group made this dream become a reality and gave me the opportunity to run one of their Honda Talent UTVs. After racing short course for a long time, many years, and having some good success, I figured this was a perfect class to transition into with hopes of being successful. As the year went on, our community faced more and more challenges of being able to host events, but thankfully SCORE was able to power through and host the Baja 500 and the Baja 1000. Even though with all the uncertainties in the world that this year had to offer, our team powered through and just kept working away at these cars, and got us really kept working towards our goals of bringing home the championship. My family dedicated so much time and effort into making sure that myself, Bud Ward, and Steven Eugenio had a successful run at the Baja 1000, and we were just prepared to face Baja. You know, anything can happen in Baja, and it throws a lot at you, but we made sure we did our homework and we were so prepared going into the race day, and it all paid off. With all the hurdles that we had to jump through with developing new cars and a whole new racing program, I really need to thank Evan Weller and Jeffrey Donovan for all they did for our program. They really worked countless hours on these cars and made it all worth it. Also, a huge thank you to Wayne Lambert, Roy Valenzuela, the Scaroni family, and the Clough family, and the whole Honda support group. You guys have really made this championship happen. I can't thank you all enough. Also, I really want to thank everyone over at Honda Power Sports and the Factory Honda Talent Off-Road team. The 1893 car will always be remembered as the first UTV win for Honda Power Sports and the first World Desert Championship for the Honda Off-Road team. Also, thank you to all the companies who supported me last year, and even though all that happened in the world, thank you for just continuing supporting us and all that you did. We were fortunate enough to use some of the best products in the industry, including EFX tires, KMC wheels, Fox shocks, Baja Design slides, and VP Racing fuels. And thank you all for all the support, especially SCORE for going out of your way and hosting these events despite everything going on. Thank you for letting us be a part of it. It really was an honor, and I can't wait to see you guys back in 2021.
Now on to the Hammer Truck Unlimited division. He took the championship in this class this year, and he's out of Rogers, Arkansas, number 4421 in that Jeep Wrangler, Mike Hales.
Mike Hales here with Hales Motorsports. I got Brian Moon and Ben Moore here, my co-drivers. We want to thank SCORE International for an opportunity of lifetime. And we also want to thank everyone for their contribution to our success this season. Some of the team members couldn't be here. Jack Hales, Tom Hales, Sandy Willems, Jesus Quezada, Juan Cortez, Alan, Sydney, Nolan, Sligson, and some of our sponsors is Hearth and Home, EcoStaff, Rufus Racing, Old Town Auto Body, and we also want to thank BFG Pits and Baja Pits for their support. We had a great year and plan on return next season. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to Pro UTV Stock Division. In second place, a good friend of mine out of Fallbrook, California, driving the 3955 Polaris RZR Turbo S with a big win in the Baja 500, Mike Caffro. And your winner in the Pro UTV Stock Division out of El Cajon, California, driving that number 3933 Polaris RZR Turbo S, Randy Eberton.
Hi, my name's Randy Emerton. I race Pro Stock UTV. People tell me I just need to finish the race. We finished the 500, we finished the 1000. Guess what? We won the 2020 championship. I'd like to thank my main sponsor, Emerton Machine and Tool. I'd like to thank all the employees that work for Emerton Machine and Tool for helping me on this car. I'd like to thank my co-driver, Mark Lenning, for getting us around the course safely and in a timely manner. I'd like to thank my daughter Tiffany for all the logistics. I'd like to thank my team manager Roy Duran, which comes all the way from Oregon to be in charge of the chase trucks. I'd like to thank my mechanic Preston for all the work he's done on this car.
I want to thank our sponsor Ultimax Belts for providing the top of the line belts out there. We didn't have any problems through 2 races. Attention Getters for providing the graphics for both our race car and our chase trucks, and also Score International for setting up such a world-class event.
And also we're building a new car for 21 season. And also I'd like to thank my wife for allowing me to do this lifelong dream. Thank you very much.
Class 1-2 1600 in second place out of Oceanside, California, number 1696. With 1 win under his belt this year, Chris Rakin. And your winner in 1-2 1600 out of Tijuana, Mexico, number 1616. Winning the 1000 was first place, Eli Yee.
Hi, I'm LEG. I want to say thanks to Score. Fears us everything to make a nice race, very long race, very difficult, because it's the first time I raced a lot of miles on the same start and finish. I want to say thanks to all my sponsors: Negrito Transmissions, Montes Racing Engines, Barajas Race Prep, and Grupo Contiza Industrial Developments. Thanks to all the people who always help my team: Ángel Barajas, Misael Arámbula, Alejandro Rugrat, Jessica Cordero, LEG Junior, Negrito, Israel, a toda la gente, por ahí se me andan pasando varios, al Gordo Mayoral, al Gusano, a Sabás, Blas, toda la raza de Tijuana, un saludo para ellos. Thanks to all the people who always help. Have a nice year, 2021. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Moving into our Pro UTV normally aspirated division, in third place out of Corona, California, driving that Polaris RZR 1000, number 1957, Joe Bolton.
Hey, this is Joe Bolton, and with Team Multi-Tool 1957. Just like to give a big shout out to Score for being able to pull off those 2 races last year. I guess we're having some virtual awards, which is great. So we'd just like to thank our sponsors for a quick second. Of course, Polaris RZR with Brett Carpenter, and then we have Walker Evans Racing with Reed Nordine has been a great help for us. Trinity Exhaust, also OMF Wheels with Tim Orchard, and ITP Tires have been amazing. Todd, Baja Designs for our lights, been fantastic. Who else are we missing here? Elbow Racing, Multi-Tool Grinders, of course, our main sponsor. Baja Design, you said that. Next Gen with Kevin, and Gear Wrench Tools, sponsor. Also, got to always remember Ronnie Lachine from Maximum Oils. So these guys get us to the races all year. We did Best in the Desert last season and Score. It's a busy busy season with that, with the COVID rearrangements. So I'd just like to thank all those guys and all of my teammates, my son Austin, my co-driver Matt, some of our other guys who aren't here today, Steve Buckley, Dana Jones, Mark Manscourt. All these guys put out a ton of effort to get us here. We're ready to jump in the car here in 5 minutes and go do the Pro 250 race up in Nevada this morning. So again, many thanks to SCORE. Appreciate the great efforts for you guys.
In second place, out of St. George, Utah, number 1995, driving a Polaris RZR XP 1000, Caden Wells.
Even though there was only 2 races, our team still had a great time down in Mexico this year. We'd like to thank SCORE for putting on a season still with the circumstances they were dealt. We had a solid crew this year with my parents, my dad being the secondary driver and mechanic, my mom getting everything organized, and then our co-drivers, Mitch Johnson and Arnie Wells. Our pit crew did an amazing job this year. I'd like to thank them, Jonathan, Isaac, Rory, Brittany, David, Jerry, Jared, Asil, Jose, Cody, Caleb, Ian, and Morgan. They all did a great job this year. I'd also like to thank our sponsors. It wouldn't be possible without them. Polaris RZR, Method Race Wheels, Tensor Tire, Assault Industries, Union Graphic Co., Monster Seal, S&B Filters, DW Performance, C&J Powder Coating, PPG Paint, Ideal Home and Paint, RCV Axles, Turn 2 Productions, Alltech Motorsports, Fuel Clothing, 5x5 Communications, Baja Designs, and Simpson Race Products. Thank you guys.
And your champion in the normally aspirated UTV Pro Division, she's out of Alpine, California. She came out at the 500 and just unleashed the beast, Kristen Matlock.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. We did our homework all week, and all we have to do is connect a few lines.
And I am absolutely honored and thrilled to be able to stand here today and tell you that I won the 2020 SCORE Baja Pro UTV Naturally Aspirated Championship. It's something I've been working hard on for the last few years, and I finally did it. This year was only 2 races versus the 4 races in the series, but they were 2 of the toughest races I've ever raced. The Baja 500 being in San Felipe with all those whoops, whew. But somehow we were able to pull it off and ended up on the very tip top for that one with first overall in the UTV class, which was absolutely great. That was a thrill. Baja 1000 was a little bit tougher on us. Unfortunately, we weren't able to hit the podium. We were super close to it, but able to earn enough points to win the championship. And that's really what mattered the most to me this year. So just like to thank SCORE for putting all the extra effort, a lot of hard work and dedication I know went into making sure that we had the opportunity to go down to Baja, enjoy its beauty, and just fight through this pandemic. It was a tough one, definitely, and still continuing on. So thank you so much for ensuring that 2021 is looking like it's going to be a 4-race series, and can't wait to get down to San Felipe and just enjoy beautiful San Felipe, one of my favorite towns. I'd also like to thank all my sponsors. We've got Polaris RZR, Yokohama Tires, Fox Shocks, Motul, Steal It, Rugged Radios, and I've got a list, a long list that I could just stand here and think. But thank you all for putting so much effort into Matlock Racing. We can't thank you enough for supporting us. I'd like to also thank our mechanic and Wayne's co-driver, Daniel Felix, for prepping both of our cars and making sure that they made every mile of each of the events this year. So thank you very much for that. You did a phenomenal job. As well as family and our crew. You guys, without you, this would just all be impossible. So thank you so much for everything, all your heart. I know you put everything into our racing program, and you guys work your tails off. But thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support, everybody out there, and let's make 2021 the best year yet. We'll see you all in San Felipe.
Score Lights in third place out of San Diego, California, number 1229 with the ORAF VW. In third place, Doug Satterfield.
Hi, my name is Doug Satterfield, and on behalf of San Diego Charter Racing, we'd like to thank all our family and friends who helped support this mission of running the Baja 1000. Number one, I want to thank Robbie Kennedy. He actually ran the 1000 with us last year, but wasn't able to make it this year due to COVID. I'd like to thank all the Chase team, who we had a lot of first timers actually, and even though they were lacking in experience, they made it all up with heart and effort. That's Frankie and Ernie and JC. I think that was all our first timers who were taught the way and shown what to do by our experienced crew with Dane and Fernando. Oh, that's right, we had Eddie Elias who came in for the first time and really just saw it all the way through. So thank you to everyone who helped out, and want to thank Jason Davis who drove the section through San Felipe, and Dave who was chasing with him. Dave, we couldn't have done it without you. This is only our second year running Baja, so to not only finish, but to finish on the podium, second year in a row, it was really an honor to be able to have this achievement under our belt. With finishing the race third, that put us third overall in points for the year, and it also put us in line for the Rod Hall Milestone Award. So thanks, Score, for everything, making it happen this year despite the challenges with COVID. I'd like to thank all the sponsors, Balema Custom Metal Fabrication, Wetmores, and Speed Driving Gloves, and would like to thank Blake and Cheryl from Happy Plumbing, and would like to thank Raul Gutierrez for putting the car together so that it always makes it to the finish line. That's why we're able to accomplish that milestone award. And I'd like to say a special shout out and thank you to my wife for supporting me in this racing habit, which we know turns dollars into dust real quick. Couldn't have done it without the help of my co-driver who ran all the miles of both races with me, and that's Alfredo Ramirez, and here he is coming from Tecate.
Hola, mi nombre es Alfredo Ramírez, soy el copiloto del carro 1229 del equipo SD Charter. Primero que nada quiero agradecer a Doug Satterfield por haberme invitado a esta experiencia de correr en la baja. Quiero agradecer también a mi familia, a mi esposa Mónica, a mi hijo Andrés, que siempre me han apoyado, a mis padres y a mis hermanos que han estado al pendiente de mí en las carreras, a mis amigos también que están ahí en las carreras para ayudarme. Quiero también agradecer a todo el equipo que hizo posible esto, a SD Charter, a todas las personas que participaron en los Chase Truck, a mis amigos que estuvieron siguiendo la carrera y que estuvieron pendientes en los puntos donde teníamos que hacer paradas. También quiero agradecerle a las personas que estuvieron con nosotros en la Baja 500, al copiloto Allen Jost, al chofer Daniel Gutiérrez, que fueron los que conducieron el carro con nosotros en la Baja 500, y también a mis amigos Adrián y Daniel Félix, que nos apoyaron en la Baja 500 y en la Baja 1000, Ellos son del Team Matlock y estuvieron ahí al pendiente de nosotros también para lo que se ofreciera durante la carrera. Muchas gracias a ellos por ofrecernos ayuda. Y pues más que nada agradecerle a todas las personas que han estado al pendiente. Tengo apenas 2 carreras, la baja 500, la baja 1000, pero espero que este sea el principio de muchas más. Muchas gracias a Doc, porque pues este es un sueño hecho realidad, y pues nada más que agradecerle a él por haberme invitado y a toda la gente que me ha apoyado.
In second place, out of San Diego, California, driving the 1205 Curry VW, Miguel Cortez.
Señores, buenas noches. Estamos aquí haciendo este pequeño video con motivo de lo de la premiación de Score. Como todos saben, obtuvimos el segundo lugar en el campeonato en clase 12 y la premiación será de una forma virtual. Nos pidieron hacer un pequeño video para agradecer a las personas que nos apoyan. Primero que nada, mi esposa, mis hijas, muchas gracias. Quartz, Tito, gracias por el apoyo. Corny Tires, HPM, Technology, muchas gracias. Vínate, Terra, 619 Sticker, Fox Racing, gracias a Fernando de Fox por todo su apoyo. Raceline, gracias por el apoyo. Baja Design, nuestros amigos de BRP, Beto, Alex, muy agradecidos con su trabajo. Víctor Romo, excelente trabajo con el motor, Víctor. Negrito y el Mono, gracias con la transmisión. Y Víctor Valenzuela de Amara, gracias por tu apoyo, Víctor. De ahí nos movemos con nuestro grupo de pilotos. En nuestras 2 carreras tuvimos como apoyo en los pilotos a nuestro amigo Jesse López, Armando Ventura, Mike Lake y Maya Aguilar. Nuestros copilotos, César Quirarte, muchas gracias César, Rogelio Castro, Obed, Enrique Mendoza, Albert Cruz y Mario Aguilar. Gracias a todos por su apoyo y nos vamos con los Chase. En nuestro Chase, Eduardo King, muchas gracias Eduardo por el apoyo, los recorridos, muy divertidos. Cintia, gracias. Armando, al Josh, gracias. Su hijo Gordy, el Josh, Félix, Jesse López, gracias a Jesse y su grupo de apoyo ahí, Predador Racing, muy agradecidos. Al Fox, Alex, al Dani, Mario Aguilar, muchas gracias. A mi cuñado Francisco Ramos Venegas, muchas gracias. Al Jonas Robles y la Evelyn, gracias muchachos. Enrique Mendoza, Alejandra, gracias. Por ahí también tuvimos al grupo de ANS, muchas gracias. Adolfo Aguilar, Mike Aguilar, todo su grupo, gracias. Arturo Ríos, allá en San Felipe, nos echó la mano, gracias Arturo. Hugo Cerecero, muchas gracias Hugo por todo tu apoyo. Península Trails, muchas gracias por tu apoyo. Al Iván, Jorge, su papá, muchas gracias. Muy agradecidos con todos, y pues ahora con esto de situación del COVID, pues tenemos que hacer esta clase de videos. Muy contentos por los resultados y esperemos el 2021 estar por ahí con muchas más ganas.
And your winner in our Score Lights division, driving that Jimco VW, winning both races this season, number 1218, Gustavo Piñuelas.
Mi nombre es Gustavo Piñuelas, del equipo de Aerodynamic Race Prep de Piñuelas Racing, actual campeón de la clase 12. Quiero dar las gracias al equipo de Rancho Las Truchas de José Carlos Robles, al equipo de G Motorsport de Bruce G y al equipo de Mario Alcalá de Pilots Racing por ayudarnos a completar todas las millas en este campeonato corto y lamentablemente con el COVID tuvimos la oportunidad de completar todas las millas en estos 2 eventos. Quiero dar las gracias a todos mis patrocinadores, que pues sin ellos no se pudiera completar lo que es estas dichosas carreras. Quiero dar las gracias a toda mi familia, a mi esposa, a mi mamá, a mis hijos y a mi hermana, ¿no? Que todos sin ellos no fuera posible participar. Este campeonato de Score se lo dedico en honor a mi papá, el señor Gustavo Piñuelas, que desde el cielo nos está apoyando. Muchas gracias y esperamos seguir participando el año que entra. Vamos a nombrar algunos de los patrocinadores. JCD Graphics, el equipo de Eric Laundry, Method Race Wheel, Tensor Tires, Fox Shocks, Jimco. Es uno de los pocos que podré nombrar ahorita por el nervio que tengo. Y más que nada quiero nombrar a César Castillo, que es mi copiloto y jefe de equipo, a Huicho, a Pájaro, a Cejas, a Turi, a Beto, Joxan, al profe, a todos y cada uno de ellos que forman el equipo de Aerodynamics. No nada más Aerodynamics Race Prep, sino Pit Crew. A los hermanos Muso, a Miguel, infinidad de equipos y amigos que nos apoyan. La verdad que sin nada de ellos no fuéramos nada de este equipo. Gracias por todo el apoyo en este 2020 y sin agradecer primeramente a Dios por todo este apoyo y muchas gracias. Viva México y orgullosamente representar a Baja California en este campeonato. Gracias, buenas noches.
Moving into the Pro UTV Forced Air Induction. In third place out of Culiacan, Mexico, driving a Can-Am X3, number 2974, Jorge Cano.
¿Qué onda, raza? Gente bonita, toda la familia de Score International y a toda la familia Off-Road de La Baja. Les mando un abrazo con mucho cariño, recordando el año pasado, el año 2020. Una temporada seguramente llena de retos, que fue muy difícil de parte de los organizadores y también muy difícil de parte nuestra, de los competidores, pero que sin embargo con el buen ánimo, con el espíritu de competencia y con el espíritu de convivir sacamos adelante todos juntos. No tengo palabras para describirles lo que sentimos durante todo ese año, en particular 2020. Fue un año muy difícil, lleno de retos similares a los que nos pone La Baja todos los días, y yo creo que el Off-Road nos dio a nosotros para poder sacar adelante esos retos en el año 2020. La verdad que con mucha emoción de haber obtenido el tercer lugar del campeonato en la categoría de UTV Pro. Simplemente no lo esperábamos. Cada una de las carreras que corrimos les hicimos entregando lo mejor de nosotros, siendo nuestro primer campeonato, nuestra primera vez, y habiendo corrido ambas carreras en modo Ironman. Algo que literalmente al terminar en La Baja 1000 nos hizo llorar de emoción. Algo muy bonito, un sentimiento que nunca había tenido antes y que no cambiará por nada en este momento. Quiero agradecerles a mi escudería de Monkey Business, liderada por Santiago Krill, por todo el esfuerzo, el ánimo y el ímpetu que le metió cada una de las carreras durante meses de trabajo y de entrenamiento en particular. Quiero agradecerles también a los mecánicos que estuvieron detrás de nosotros, al Juanito, al Ángel particularmente, a Belardo, que nos acompañó durante una de las carreras también. Agradecerle al Trompis, el César Cano, al Buda que nos estuvo ayudando, a Carlitos que estuvo toda madre y el Chabelo que estuvo en un apoyo fenomenal ahí en todo tiempo, en los chase también y en los pits. Por supuesto a mi esposa Neida que estuvo acompañándome antes, durante y después de cada una de las carreras para sacar adelante este reto que hice yo personal. Muy agradecido también con nuestros patrocinadores, particularmente la gente de Toyo Tires que se portó con nosotros durante el 2020 de una manera fenomenal. A la raza de Monster Energy que nos echó la mano también. A la gente de Máxima Racing Oils y Máxima México que nos ayudaron mucho también en ese sentido. A la raza de Summer Brothers, a la gente de Kartek Off-Road, a la raza de Delamo, a la gente de King Shocks, a la raza de Method Wheels. Ellos todos estuvieron apoyándonos en todo momento. Muy agradecidos con todos ellos. Definitivamente los patrocinadores son parte de nosotros y si no fuera por ellos, muchos sueños no podrían cumplirse de la manera como se han venido logrando. Les deseo un excelente año 2021 y que se pongan listos porque este año vamos por el primer lugar. A darle la pista, a sufrir el polvo y a vivir La Baja, que es lo que tenemos que seguir haciendo adelante la raza del Off-Road. Les mando un abrazo muy fuerte y de parte de la raza de Monkey Business vamos adelante y vamos por otros primeros lugares. Saludos.
In second place, out of Mesa, Arizona, another Can-Am X3 driver, number 2977, Justin Ellenberg.
On behalf of Chapo Racing and the team, we would love to thank SCORE for an amazing year, an amazing, fun, and challenging season. And we're so happy to be a part of the award ceremony, the virtual award ceremony. And I'd like to also pass it over to Ernesto and Mike, who helped us, and make sure that we thank everybody.
Yeah, it was an amazing year. It was a lot of fun. Definitely had its challenges. I feel like I say this every race, but it probably becomes true every race. This was definitely the most difficult year and the most difficult Baja 1000. So it definitely took a lot of teamwork to get us to the finish line, and we're proud to get, I think it's second in the UTV class, third overall, and then I believe we also got the Rod Hollow Award.
Yes.
So happy with that. Jaluso?
Yeah, I wanted to thank SCORE. I wanted to thank this amazing team for making this happen this year. It's a very difficult year, and just glad to be a part of it.
Real quick, I'd actually like to thank both these Mikes. Mike came on board in a big way to help drive and definitely chewed down some cars during the 1000. And Jaluso here stepped in and was able to navigate during the 1000. They had a flawless 200 miles together. And really, guys, thank you very much. It was amazing.
Yeah, really want to thank SCORE for putting this on and letting it happen through, all the delays and everything and what they had to go through with COVID. But, man, thanks so much, guys, for letting me join you this year. It was amazing. I had an awesome time. I think we had some really good success this year, and look forward to taking it through next year for the whole season for Chapel Racing. Thanks to the team for all their support. Couldn't do it without them, and thanks to the wives for letting us go play.
Yeah, it's a big shout out to the wives and the families of all the racers out there because, it was definitely a challenging year with COVID. And when we talk about a challenging race, you throw logistics and then you throw COVID on top of it. Man, a big shout out to SCORE, big shout out to all the teams out there. It was a lot of fun competing. And so we definitely want to thank our sponsors as well. Our Danny, number one mechanic, of course, and Lone Star Racing for building us an awesome car. Can-Am for making a platform that just, was an amazing amount of fun, took the whoops, and speaking of whoops, Shock Therapy for just making the suspension amazing, which we crossed that mountain, and maybe some of you guys don't know, that was like huge mountain ranges and huge terrain that was definitely difficult, but the car took it like a champ. Factory UTV, rugged radios, Baja Designs, Method race wheels, BFG, those tires took abuse. We just beat the hell out of them. Adrenaline Motorsports for stepping up and getting us the parts that we need and the cars that we need within 1 hour or whatever when Ernesto calls them.
Right. SD Lighting did a great job on helping us out with our pre-runners and coming and showing support, being part of our crew and part of our team.
Patriot Supreme, absolutely CBD. Vita Miracles. And I'm just going to make sure I don't forget anybody. Tag Auto, who preps the car for us. Big shout out to them. Shirai Batteries, KWI Clutching, Evo Motorsports, XPS Lubricants, and, of course, the Chapo Racing Team. And on a 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Chapo Racing!
And your champion in our Pro UTV forced induction, Monster Energy factory back Can-Am X3. With his big win at the Baja 500, Matt Burrows. Class 7. In third place out of Fort Worth, Texas, number 713, driving that Chevy truck, Mario Murillo.
Mi nombre es Mario Murillo, soy el capitán y piloto del pickup 713 de Murillo Painting. Quiero agradecerle a SCORE por esta oportunidad que nos dio en el 2020 de ser campeones en tercer lugar en la clase 7 libre, que somos los únicos mexicanos que estamos corriendo en esa categoría. Como también quiero agradecerle a Oti Café y quiero agradecerle al equipo Miranda Racing que nos ha estado apoyando en esta temporada desde un inicio. como también a todos los amigos de Ensenada, a mi familia, a mis hijos que todo el tiempo me han apoyado en estas locuras, como también quiero agradecerle al estado de Baja California Norte, que nos da la oportunidad año con año de hacer este tipo de eventos off-road. Y quiero agradecerle a Jorge Flores, que ha estado conmigo desde un principio en este sueño de estas carreras de off-road, desde las motos hasta ahora en el pick-up, que nos ha estado apoyando al 100%. Salimos del trabajo y nos poníamos a trabajar en el pick-up. Se lo agradezco de corazón a mi amigo y que es mi copiloto. Le voy a dar la palabra para que dé también unos agradecimientos a la gente que nos ha apoyado y a los otros pilotos que están dentro del equipo.
Thank you, Mario. My name is Jorge Flores, and I'm Mr. Mario Murillo's co-pilot. And on behalf of M&M Racing, we'd like to send special thanks to M&M Painting, and we want to thank Mr. Van Smith from Kirby Radiator, and Mr. Eric Bickel from Southside Automotive. They were both drivers in our team. We also want to send a special thanks to Tribe 16 for all the work they did on our truck during this racing season. I also want to thank my family, and we would like to thank SCORE for putting such a wonderful racing season together. And we're happy to have finished third place in Class 7. We also want to send a special thanks to all the people down in Baja California for all the support during the race. And again, I just want to send thanks to everybody out there. Thank you very much.
Gracias, Cor, y gracias, familia. Estamos programándonos para esta época del 2021 para regresar otra vez con el pick-up a seguir trabajando en el equipo. Gracias y gracias a Dios por todas estas bendiciones.
In second place, driving that factory back Honda Ridgeline number 709 out of Glendora, California, Jeff Proctor. And your overall winner in Class 7, he's won 15 championships out of Montesino, California, driving that Ford Ranger, Dan Chamley.
It's been a strange year in racing, and we've missed the time spent with all of you racers and sponsors and fans. I appreciate the effort by SCORE to put on these two most important events. They were particularly challenging, and that helped us have a feeling of accomplishment. We had some challenges and I made some mistakes, but our team doesn't ever quit. So we were able to perform a few miracles and get our Ford Ranger to the finish line. It takes a great team and great sponsors to win 16 championships. I appreciate the commitment and the support from my wife and our team and our sponsors like BF Goodrich, King Racing Shocks, Rod End Supply, Full Throttle Batteries, All-Terrain Concepts, Sunoco, S-Pot, and Slime. So we're looking forward to next year, hopefully a full season and a chance to try it again.
Jumping into Class 10 in third place out of Ensenada, Baja, Mexico, number 1001 driving the Alumacraft Chevy, Oliver Flamate. In second place out of San Quintin, Mexico, number 1078 driving that wicked Chevy, Augie Cortez.
Hi, I'd like to thank SCORE International for letting us race 2020. It was a difficult year for all of us with COVID and everything going on in the world. We really didn't think that we were going to be able to race because of that. And I believe that SCORE did an exceptional job in allowing us to race in San Felipe for the 500 and also the 1,000 in Ensenada. They did an exceptional job in the protocols and keeping everybody safe, and of course trying to not to spread any COVID to the locals or vice versa. So yeah, I'd like to start by thanking you guys foremost, and also I really want to thank my family and friends that helped us throughout this year, 2020, to allow us to have a second place. It's not really what we really wanted. We really wanted to finish some of the races that we didn't get to finish, but again, you know, things happened and we were happy with the outcome for our 2020 season. I'd like to thank BF Goodwrench Tires, PCI Race Radios, Jackson Motorsports, Raceline Wheels, and a couple other friends that I'd like to also thank that did not make this video with us. Kia, another driver that was able to drive for us for the 500, and also he was supposed to get in at the 1,000, but we had some issues with our clutch that didn't allow us to finish the Baja 1000. Along with his co-driver Warren, I'd like to thank him also, and also Nick and his wife. They were going to be our last leg for the Baja 1000, and unfortunately we didn't get to go that far, but I'd like to also thank them for all their help and support. Again, I want to thank all my teammates. We really can't do this without them. It's not really a driver and co-driver kind of sport. It really requires the help of family and friends and everybody that can really chip in with either changing a tire in the middle of nowhere or jumping in the car or putting fuel in a pit wherever we require it. So again, I'd like to thank everybody, and hopefully our 2021 season would be a lot better, and we'll see you out in the desert. Thank you.
Nomás ahora sí que darle gracias a mi compadre por tener la confianza en soltarme su carro y poder correr pues, y estar aquí con el equipo. Gracias a todo el equipo. Darle gracias a Dios también porque nos permitió ahora sí que correr, que no nos pasara nada, no tuvimos ningún percance, ningún accidente, nada. Darle gracias a la familia porque nos apoyaron ahora sí que en este deporte que nos gusta a todos. Cuando arrancamos, ahora sí que me tocó arrancar en la 1000, pues fue algo de adrenalina, algo nervioso porque pues era el arranque, tenía que entregar el carro pues lo mejor que pudiera en buenas condiciones y tanto en buen lugar. Ahora sí que hubo unos que otros problemitas por ahí, pero pues el carro, gracias a Dios, entregamos el carro a mi compadre, se lo entregamos bien. Y ya mi compadre pues ahí ahora sí que le siguió, le arrancó. Pero ahora sí que nos pasamos muy bien en el arranque, hasta ahorita creo que nos fue bien. Mi copiloto algo emocionado porque era su primera vez que corría, pero pues muy bien.
Y también a darle las gracias a mi amigo Gordo Mata Fabrication en San Quintín, hermanos Magaña, Rancho Magaña, que también nos apoyaron un poquito, y pues todos, como les digo, que es algo que no nomás es el piloto y el copiloto, pero es algo que se requiere de muchos para poder lograr correr en las bajas. Nuestra meta ahorita es correr, en conclusión, que queremos correr todas las carreras que se nos permiten SCORE en el 2021 y tener poquita mejor suerte y poder agarrar un podium, y nos vemos en el polvo.
And your overall points winner here 2020 for Class 10 out of Phoenix, Arizona, driving 1088 Alumacraft Chevy, Chase Warren, Trophy Truck Spec Class. In third place, he's out of Vicente Guerrero, Mexico, number 295, driving that ID Chevy, William Hendrick Jr. In second place, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, third generation racer, driving that 264 Herbst Smith Fab Chevy, Pierce Herbst.
Hey, it's Pierce Herbst here with Terrible Herbst Motorsports. Just happy that 2020 season ended as well as it could. Glad we could just get out and race, especially with this crazy year. And the Baja 500 was a blast. Got to spend some time down in San Felipe, killed it down there. Ended up fourth. And then for the 1,000, just had a blast down there. It was a tough race. And we ended up second in our class. So it was just an all-around great season. And just thankful to Monster, BFG, all of our sponsors, Can-Am for getting us down there, and just ready to do it all again this year.
What's up, guys? Thor Herbst here. Recapping the 2020 season, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time at the 500 and the 1,000. It was my first 1,000, and being able to run it with my dad and my brother and my cousin was a really cool experience. Thanks to all the other sponsors that help us put this all together and be able to do what we do here.
Hey, I'm Ryan Millen with Terrible Herbst Motorsports. I'm in the 264 with Pierce, Thor, and Riley Herbst. We had a wonderful year in 2020. We had a great Baja 500, an amazing Baja 1000, finishing with second in the championship, and I can't even explain how happy I am to be here. And want to thank the sponsors like Monster Energy, BF Goodrich, Terrible Herbst, King Shocks, Orca, Coolers. Without all their help, we couldn't be here, and a big thanks to the Herbst family.
In first place, finally claiming his first championship in this Trophy Truck Spec division, he's out of Mexico City. With one win, he's on the Monkey Business team, Santiago Krill.
Hello racers and fans, thank you very much for the award. We are really happy, and in the name of the whole team and the other drivers, I'm here to receive the award virtually here. And I want to thank first of all the sponsors that made this happen: Monster Energy, Toyo Tires, Monkey Business, Maxima, Baja Designs, Sparco, and the rest of the sponsors that made this happen. And then all the families that help us with this effort, and all the crew of Monkey Business, all of our friends, all of the Changos Locos that were helping us in this race and in this season. And we hope for this 2021 to be a better year racing for all of you guys, so we can have fun going racing and have fun in what we love to do, that's racing. So we really hope for this year to be a really good year. We're gonna continue racing as Monkey Business Workshop and pushing all the efforts with our sponsors to regain this championship, and also in other classes, in the UTV class and other classes we're gonna be racing. Muchas gracias a todos. La verdad que estamos muy contentos por recibir este campeonato, este trofeo, aunque sea de manera virtual. Aquí estamos. Muchísimas gracias a todos los que nos ayudaron a hacer esto posible, tanto todos los patrocinadores como nuestras familias. Y este año 2021 va a ser un año de mucho éxito para todos y de muchas carreras. Y pues esperemos estar también en lo alto del podio con Monkey Business. Muchas gracias.
Moving into our unlimited Class 1 open wheel buggies. In third place out of Las Vegas, Nevada, number 162. Driving that Jeffries Chevy, Brendan Gaughan. In second place, out of San Luis Potosi, Mexico, driving the 103 Alumacraft Chevy, Gabriel Torres.
Fue un año complicado este año 2020, fue un año de mucho aprendizaje para todos, no solo en las carreras. Logramos entender que lo más importante es la familia, el trabajo en equipo, y que sin trabajo en equipo tú no puedes lograr nada. A lo que voy con esto es que logramos un subcampeonato en la clase 1 gracias a todo el equipo que hay detrás. Es decir, Fede Montes, todo su equipo de trabajo nos apoya con logística, con toda su gente. Segundo, Avalos Race Prep, son nuestros copilotos, son la gente que nos ha llevado a un año de experiencias, un año de verlo de diferente manera. Siempre están calmándonos, siempre están bájale, si se puede, cuida el coche. Entonces El éxito no solo es de una persona, sino el éxito es de todos los que estamos involucrados en el equipo. Muchas gracias también a Memoman, que es la persona que nos prepara los coches, incluyendo ahora los Race Prep. Sin ninguna falla, vamos aprendiendo, somos nuevos en la clase 1, es nuestro primer año con 2 coches, el 163 y el 103. Entonces creo que vamos por muy buen camino y sobre todo disfrutamos de lo que es la Baja 1000. Se goza porque no solo son carreras, familia, haces amigos, entonces logras una gran comunidad entre todos. Vamos a regresar con más fuerza el siguiente año. Quedamos subcampeones con un gran clase 1 que es una Luminicraft. Decidimos hacer un clase 1 ligero con un motor 6 cilindros y siempre íbamos peleando ahí en la punta. Decidimos este año, vamos a ponerle un motor V8 LS3 stock, entonces creo que vamos a dar más batalla aún y estamos listos para el 2021. El 163 viene con algunas mejoras y vamos a lograr ser aún más competitivos con un motor Nissan, quien es un gran patrocinador que nos apoya mucho. Muchas gracias a Redline, que es un gran apoyo para nosotros en tema de motores y les agradecemos mucho y vamos el 2021 por más aún. Gracias a John Cooley, que está detrás de todo el equipo. Todos nuestros coches son Aluminicraft y realmente son los mejores coches que hay en el mercado. Entonces, muchas gracias a todos. Quisiera agradecer a mi papá, que siempre está detrás de nosotros, motivándonos y creando y queriendo siempre ser los mejores. A Rubén, mi hermano, que siempre estamos pegados y los logros de él son mis logros míos, entonces ganamos como equipo. A mi mamá, a mis hermanos, a mis primos, a toda la familia que nos está apoyando, a todos los amigos que te mandan mensajes, si se puede y disfrútalo. Entonces, muchas gracias, les agradezco todo. Muchas gracias Score, que ha hecho mucho esfuerzo por seguir con todos los protocolos de COVID. Hay que seguir cuidándonos con mucho, usando tapabocas, gel antibacterial y este 2021 vamos con todo. Muchas gracias a todo el equipo que está detrás, no simplemente las personas que acabo de mencionar, Martín, el famoso Yoyo, todo el equipo que está detrás, los primos Ábalos, Felipe Martínez de PMG Motors, es un gran copiloto y amigo, entonces yo creo que los éxitos no son individuales. El éxito y el trabajo en equipo gana campeonatos y esto es lo que vamos a notar. Quedamos en segundo lugar y vamos en el 2021 con toda la fuerza. Muchas gracias.
And your champion in our unlimited Class 1 division out of Long Beach, California, driving that Jimco Chevy, won the 500 and the 1000, Cody Parkhouse. Now we're moving into the Score TT Legends. These trophy truck legend drivers are all 50 years of age or older. In second place out of Alpine, California, driving the number 20L Chevy Silverado with 1 win, Robbie Pierce.
Hello everyone, I first want to thank Score and their staff for being able to put on 2 great races this last year. It was great to be able to get out of the shop and actually do some racing and help get this world going again. I also want to congratulate Clyde Stacy, my good friend, on his first place finish in this class, and also our sponsors, be it Goodrich, Fox, of course Gemco, Trail Ready Wheels, and Baja Design Lights. It was a hell of a season, and it came down to the 1,000. But we all fought, all the teams that were running in this class fought like crazy just to get a finish, and very excited to have the second place in Trophy Truck Legends.
And your winner and champion in our Score TT Legend division. This thing has 2 motors and 2 transmissions in it. This is your winner, Clyde Stacy. And now our final class of the evening. These are the fire-breathing 1,000 horsepower trophy trucks. In 3rd place out of Ensenada, Mexico, the number 10 Ford Raptor, Alan Ampudia.
Win or lose, never quit. Pick yourself
Oh shit, John, we need to go. No! No, we ain't taking that. We're riding in the truck. Okay!
I don't like mountains.
That shit was crazy. I got a different respect for y'all motherfuckers staying in the car now. And y'all do this for a whole day? Bruh, we on the side of like a cliff. Yeah, you mean like.
Hey guys, Alan Empuria here, driver of the number 10 trophy truck for Papa San Beer Racing Team. First of all, thank you Score and all the authorities here in Ensenada and San Felipe for allowing us to race this 2020 season through this weird pandemic that we're in. Thank you guys, and with that being said, I also like to give thanks to all our sponsors that stuck with us this past year and looking forward to working with them 2021 and on. Papa San Beer, of course, California Fuels and Lubricants, Fire, Toyo Tires, Ford Loco, Vision Wheels, Fox Shocks, Baja Designs, Meds, BP Racing Fuels, RPI and Lucas Oil, Dugan's, everyone else, ID Designs that works with us. Thank you so much. Without you guys, this would not be possible. So thank you from the bottom of our heart. Also, lastly but not least, the heart of this team, all the guys at the shop that helps us throughout the year pre-running. Thank you guys, Pollo, Fabian, Fonsi, Ruco, Genaro, El Lejado, todos. Muchísimas gracias. Sin ustedes esto no fuera posible. With that being said, also thanks to all the fans that supported us throughout the year and came out to the races. And this 2021 season, we're coming for the number one plate, Luke. And congrats to you and your team for doing such a good job. And can't wait to battle with all you guys next year.
In second place, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, number 19 Ford F-150, Smith Herbst Fab Built Machine of Tim Herbst.
Hey, this is Tim Herbst, Trophy Truck 19, Monster Energy, Terrible Herbst. We had a great 2020 year, with all of the COVID going on and all the craziness that the world had. We had a super year, and we have to just thank the guys at Herbst Motorsports putting together this truck that we've got, this Herbst Smith Fab with the motors from Joe Gibbs. It really is it's starting to bring some two old guys, Pat Dean and myself, back, making the sport fun, being able to compete a little bit. So if anybody out there looking for a Herbst Smith truck that are older and need some horsepower and some good suspension, check out Mike Smith and Todd Gorsuch. And but anyways, to get out to the desert. But before I thank everybody, I would like to congratulate the McMillan family for winning the class and just being the stewards that they are for our sport. They're a real high-class family, and congratulations to you. But also want to just thank Monster Energy, Terrible Herbst Motorsports, all the guys at the shop. Like I said before, they're putting these trucks on, getting competitive. And for everybody here tonight, have a great time, and we'll see you in 2021.
What's going on, guys? Jason Montez here, number 19 co-driver, Terrible Herbst Motorsports, Monster Energy Trophy Truck. So going into the 2020 season, we started off with the 500. We had some great battles. We diced it out. We had a heater going. We had a heater going at the 500, and we had some good battles, and mixing it up with those guys, and ran a good bit of the race, in the lead. We ended up first overall, and then second on time, after a couple discrepancies, but. Overall, it was an exciting intro to the 2020 season. Coming to the 1,000, there was a lot up for grabs on the table, and we really had to have a good showing here. We started second off the line behind Dan McMillan, and it was a long race, and it was a difficult race, and the Baja Desert really took its toll on some people, and we got by the skin of our teeth, and we just we ended up fifth on time, a couple things here and there, but overall it's just an experience that you never forget. You can name every race year by year and what happened and what didn't happen and how things went your way and how it went Baja's way, But no, overall it was a good time, and we had a lot of exciting things happen, and yeah, it's never the same thing in Mexico. Yeah, we're really stoked to have everyone on board and everyone that helps us go racing every year. Monster Energy, big one. BF Goodrich, King Shocks, Borla Mechanics Wear, KC, just to name a few. Joe Gibbs Engines, keep us on the chip. And just to everybody else, thank you.
And your winner, a huge year for this young man, his first Baja 1000 win this year, Luke McMillan. And up next, Juan Tintos honoring our Person of the Year award.
As we started preparations for our 2020 racing season, we were poised on putting together another spectacular SCORE World Desert Championship season. But as the days and then the weeks passed, we kind of figured out this was not going to be our typical racing year.
After many meetings and many hours of consulting and analyzing different alternatives with health experts and government officials, we finally were able to put on the Baja 500 and the Baja 1000.
Fortunately for us, fortunately for SCORE International, we had a great ally in Baja California. We first met this person back when he was the representative of the President of Mexico in Baja California, and then when he became a senator of Mexico. And you know, even back then, he was already a great SCORE supporter because he realized the importance of the SCORE races, the revenue, the promotion, the media, the coverage, and all the benefits that these races generate, not only for Ensenada, San Felipe, Baja California, but for all of Mexico.
That's why, because of his leadership and guidance during a very challenging year, SCORE International is honored to name 2020 SCORE Person of the Year our good friend Jaime Bonilla Valdez, Governor of the state of Baja California. Congratulations, Governor.
Thank you, Governor Padilla. We really appreciate your support, and congratulations on your Person of the Year. We could not do our races down there if it wasn't for you and your team down there in Baja, so we thank you for that. Up next is a finale. This is our SCORE overall points champions that they've acquired throughout the year, depending on what class they're in. We'll kick it off with our overall winner, the 2020 SCORE overall and SCORE overall UTV winner is Matt Burrows. Congratulations to Matt Burrows and the team.
Hello everyone, I'm Matt Burrows. I race for the 2948 Monster Energy Can-Am team. I think I can speak for all racers with giving a big shout out to SCORE for allowing us to race in 2020. I don't think any of us thought in March of last year that we would be racing Baja, so big shout out to SCORE. You know, we started 2020 season with 3 goals. Number 1 was to win the Baja 500, number 2 was to win the Baja 1000, and number 3 was to win our class championship. Well, we got 2 of the 3 done. We won the Baja 500 in our class. We almost won the Baja 1000. We got second, and we won our class championship. One that we were really, really super proud of is we actually won the overall outright championship of all 4-wheel vehicles. So just absolutely super excited about that. Want to give a big shout out to the guys at Monster Energy. I want to thank Hilton. I want to thank Tom. I want to thank Mark. I want to thank Mitch. I want to thank Dave. I want to thank Matt. And I want to thank Dan. Guys, thank you for believing in me as a racer. I've been with Monster for 14 years. Very fortunate to be both an employee and race for Monster. What an absolute dream come true. You know, racing and specifically off-road are absolutely in our DNA at Monster. So just absolutely love working and racing for Monster. Thank you, Can-Am. Thank you to Jeff, to Simon and Sebastian for believing in us. We'll be going on our 5th year with Can-Am, and we truly believe there's no platform that even comes close to Can-Am. The Maverick X3 is just the best platform out there to win in Baja. Want to thank System 3, want to thank Boxo, want to thank Baja Designs, want to thank Cognito Motorsports, iBox Springs, Evo, Factory UTV, Fuel Safe, Fox Shocks, Off the Grid, OMF, Pro Eagle, PRP Seats, Rock Blocks, Sparks, Summers Brothers Axles, Torco, Zollinger, Seal Savers, and G-Boost. Without all of these companies, there's absolutely no way we win those 3 championships this year in SCORE. So big shout out, thank you to all my sponsors. Big shout out to the team. You know, I as much as these championships meant to me, they meant, I think, more to my crew. I was so happy to win these championships for the crew. The sacrifices they make to come out and race with us and support us, from leaving their families to using up their vacation. We are a team of volunteers. We have not a single paid employee on the team. So what they do for us and the sacrifices they make, I can never repay them. And I hope that maybe these championships start to repay them for some of their dedication. But big shout out to the team. Got to give a big thank you to the co-drivers that co-drove with me in Baja. Bradley Howell and Mitcha Alsop. They absolutely killed it at both the 500 and at the 1000. Bradley specifically at the 1000, he drove the entire night section. I did a couple hours in the night, but his entire section was the night. But couldn't have won these championships without Mitchell and Brad. Goals for 2021, we absolutely will be back in Baja. All 4 races, we're ready to defend our championship, and we're going to give it our best effort. Thank you.
The 2020 SCORE overall truck was Luke McMillan.
So in the big picture, I'm about ready to go help win the Baja 1000 for Luke.
Luke McMillan, Larry Rosler, the SCORE WP Back Trophy Truck. Congratulations, your first big Baja 1000 win at SCORE Trophy Truck.
Hey everyone, Luke McMillan here. I got a lot of people to thank who helped make winning the SCORE Trophy Truck Championship possible. Winning a championship is really cool because it's not just about one race or one person, but really it's about the entire team performing all season long. I got to thank my team, starting with the guys in the race shop who put in a ton of work. They work around the clock, day in and day out, put a ton of effort to make this team successful. Behind them is a big group of volunteers who go down to the races. Without any single one of them, this really wouldn't be possible. Of course, I got to thank my family, starting with my mom and my dad, who give me the opportunity to go out there and race trophy trucks. My wife Jen, who pushes me to be the best I can be and go out there and do my best. My brother Dan, my teammate who won the Baja 500 this year. He's always by my side supporting me, and I couldn't ask for a better teammate. Of course, my sister, who's behind the computer screen all night long, chasing us at the Baja 1000 at all the races. She's our biggest cheerleader. On top of that, my team and my family, I got to thank the sponsors. I got a great set of sponsors behind me and really back us and this entire team, starting with BF Goodrich Tires, the absolute best tire out there. We couldn't do it without them. 4-Wheel Parts, Method Race Wheels, and of course, Croyer Racing Engines, who have been a part of the 83 truck since day one. I can't even begin to thank them enough for all the support and everything they do for our truck, you know, from the engine to the drivetrain and being at the races and supporting us. Really can't appreciate them enough. Along with that is my co-rider Duncan, who's a part of the SDG suspension group. He's my co-rider and he's with me pre-running, putting in a ton of effort and a ton of time of his own time down there to help make sure our team is successful. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm really just thankful that we got to race this season, you know, with the pandemic and everything that's going on. The fact that SCORE pulled off a Baja 500 and a Baja 1000 is really cool. So thank you to Jose G and his entire team who make all this possible. I'm looking forward to 2021 and another successful season. I think it's going to be a great Baja series this year and really looking forward to it. Thank you, everyone.
The 2020 SCORE overall open wheel points champion was Cody Parkhouse.
Go. Hey everybody, Cody Parkhouse here. We had a really good season last year. Even with everything getting shut down, we were still able to compete in both the SCORE races that were held. And we started off winning the 500 in September in San Felipe. And we followed it up and we won the 1000 in November. Winning the 1000 really means a lot. It's our first time winning it in Class 1, and it's the first 1000 we went back to after my accident a few years ago. So it really meant a lot to be able to go down and win that race. And thank you very much to everybody who supports us and allows us to continue racing, starting with our family, who has been through a lot and still let us get back to it because we love to do it so much. And then all of our team that supports us, mainly Jeff Smith, who's our main prep mechanic. He does all the work and gives us a bulletproof car that we can go beat on every race. And then all our sponsors that help us out: BF Goodrich, Fox, Maxima, Trail Ready, Impact, Baja Designs, and Ibach Springs. Thank you guys all very much.
Your 2020 SCORE overall motorcycle, Juan Carlos Salvatierra.
Hola, soy Juan Carlos Salvatierra de Bolivia. Bueno, para esta ceremonia de la temporada 2020 del Campeonato Mundial de Desierto, la verdad que no esperaba ganar el primer año que participo en estas carreras, pero estoy muy contento por el resultado, por haber sido campeón en la Baja 500, en la Baja 1000 y también el campeón del overall de motocicletas. Fue mi primera experiencia compitiendo en México, en Baja California, y he quedado muy encantado con lo que me encontré en Baja California, tanto con el terreno que hay para las carreras, como con toda la afición mexicana, toda la gente, el público, a pesar de que había mucho menos público de lo que normalmente hay, igual se sentía ese apoyo y ese cariño de todas las personas. Entonces, este ha sido un año, el 2020 fue un año difícil por todo lo que tocó vivir para todo el mundo, por la pandemia del COVID, pero resultó ser un año fabuloso en lo deportivo, con lo que competí en la Baja 500 y la Baja 1000, así que estoy muy contento, muy agradecido con toda la gente que me apoya, con mi familia, con mis sponsors, Herbalife, Club Bolívar, KTM Bolivia, Seguros Alianza, 4K, Bell Power Sports, Alpine Stars el equipo Monkey Business que me prestó la moto, que me dio toda la asistencia y me ayudó en absolutamente todo para poder lograr lo que tenemos hoy como campeón mundial de desierto en Promoto Ironman. Y ya estoy esperando este año para competir nuevamente en toda la temporada. La pasé muy bien y quiero volver pronto. Así que muchas gracias.
And now let's go to a video compilation of our overall winners here tonight.
Climb the highest mountain, I'm on top now. I'm not lonely, my friends are off the ground. You climbed a ladder, I climbed a mountain. There were obstacles, but I moved past them. I'm on top now.
Climbing the mountains, we've been through the struggles, breaking the chains, jumping the hurdles, dashing the fast lane, used to be turtles, all in your face when we used to be subtle, calling the plays, we breaking the huddles, always gon' eat, we never wear muzzles, chomping at the bit, cause win or lose, we'll never quit. Win or lose, never quit, pick yourself up, get over it, it's comeback season, never forget, never forget, never forget. Win or lose, never quit, pick yourself up, get over it, it's comeback season, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget. It's comeback season, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget.
You climbed a ladder, I climbed a mountain. There were obstacles, but I moved past them. I'm on top now. Climb the highest mountain, I'm on top now. I'm not lonely, my friends are off the ground. You climbed a ladder, I climbed a mountain. There were obstacles, but I moved past them. I'm on top now.
Well, the checkered flag has been dropped, folks. That's a wrap. We want to thank you all for tuning in and joining us for this 2020 SCORE World Desert Championships Awards night. It's been a little bit different, and we really hope you and your families all have a happy and prosperous 2021. On behalf of the entire SCORE crew, I'm Rat Salt, and we hope to see you this year for the 2021 SCORE World Desert Championship Series. We'll see you all in San Felipe.